Hey guys, welcome back to another Nail Academy video. And today we're talking about anatomy and physiology. And I know this is not the most glamorous topic, and I know you're probably rolling your eyes or thinking, do I even want to watch this video? Why do I need to learn about this? I just want to do nails. But let me tell you, if you do not understand how the human body works, then you are truly missing the foundation of the nail industry. Every stroke of polish, every massage stroke, every service we perform is connected to the human body. And when you understand how the human body works, you can not only protect yourselves, protect your clients, but you can elevate your services. So let's get into anatomy and physiology for nail technicians right now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, what's up? Do not forget to hit that like and the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos every single week. If you are new here, my name is Keisha. I'm a licensed nail technician for more than 25 years. I am a New York State licensed nail educator for the nail technology program. I am a content creator, YouTuber, and I currently run my own nail business in-house. So if you are a nail enthusiast, old nail technician, new nail technician, or just like watching this type of content where I give you tips, tricks, tutorials, education, and all that stuff, then make sure that you are locked in every single week when I post this type of content. If this is the first video that you are seeing of mine, we're starting a new series for the month of September called Nail Academy, where I'm delivering educational content to you that I would in nail school to my students. So along with this video, in the description box below, there is a handout that is going to help break down anatomy and physiology. If you missed the first video for Nail Academy, I will also link that down below, where I'm talking about nail structure, diseases, and disorders. Let's get into it. So let's start off by discussing exactly what is anatomy and physiology. Anatomy is the study of the body structure. So basically what things are. And physiology is the study of how those structures function. And in nail school, we teach both because we touch and affect the human body every single day. So some examples of why you would even need to learn this is taking down a callus. Let's say we are removing a callus, and we need to know the difference between a callus and a lesion, and when it's appropriate for us to tackle and when we should send a client to the doctor. Another good example is understanding the body's circulation when we are providing massages. When can we provide massages, and why shouldn't we provide massages on somebody that has varicose veins? And more importantly, protecting yourself and your respiratory system so you can have a long-lasting and healthy career. So guys, look at this as this is not extra knowledge. This is a professional responsibility. So let's go through the main systems of the body and how it affects us as nail technicians. The first one is going to be the integumentary system. So this is basically your hair, skin, and nails. This is going to be your bread and butter. It's going to include your sweat glands, your oil glands, hair, nail. And this is a super important system because we know that skin is the body's largest organ and the first defense against fighting any type of infection. Even nails themselves are hardened keratin that help protect the fingernails and enhance our touch. So how does this system particularly affect us? One, we see skin daily. So dryness, hangnails, eczema, psoriasis, warts, all these things. And we need to know when to proceed and when to send them away. Knowing the part of the cuticle versus the eponychium, which I spoke about in that last video, exactly what should we be cutting, what shouldn't we be cutting? Because remember that eponychium is that skin's barrier. So we don't want to end up cutting somebody too much and end up harming them or leaving them vulnerable for infection. And understanding that nail anatomy, the matrix, the nail plate, the nail bed, is going to help you understand how growth happens and what damage can and cannot be repaired. The next system we'll talk about is the skeletal system. Your bones are going to provide the framework for your hands and your feet. There are 27 bones in each hand and 26 bones in each foot. Remember that joints allow movement, but are also prone to arthritis, stiffness, and injury. So how does this affect us as nail technicians? One, we need to be able to support clients with arthritis. So that means choosing certain positions and tools that don't cause pain. And major importance on how we are protecting ourselves, meaning long hours of sitting, filing, positioning, leaning over tables. These can all cause posture problems, which can lead to long-term issues when it comes to your own back and your hands, carpal tunnel, back pain, all these things. So we definitely want to understand how the skeletal system works and how we're taking care of our bones. I mean, I am actually going through something right now where doing this job for so long is actually causing, this is what my massage therapist tells me, that my muscles and joints have too much acid, which leads to inflammation, which is actually causing the inflamed muscles and joints to hit my sciatic nerve, which is giving me sciatica. I mean, 3 weeks ago, I couldn't even bend over. I had to have my assistant come in and do all my pedicures for me because I could barely work. And I'm just really starting to take it seriously, taking care of my muscles and my joints. Doing this for so many years is really taking a toll. And while I know certain things, I really have to be a little bit more on top of it. So I say this, guys, to you, not like sitting here preaching, reading a script or something to you. I'm telling you from experience. Like August, I was messed up because my back and my sciatic nerve has just been killing me from work. And I only work several 20 hours a week. So if you are working 5-6 days a week right now, you need to make sure that you are taken care of. If you feel tense, going to get a massage, making it a priority, guys, because it will play a big part on how you are going to be able to function and the longevity you'll have in this industry. Speaking of that, the next one we're going to talk about is the muscular system. Muscles allow for movement and maintain our posture. So it's super important. If you know, I have a bad posture in a sense where my posture is actually I don't slouch. I don't like to slouch. I actually sit very straight to the point where I think it could be too straight, but sometimes I have to just relieve it. But we want to make sure that we are aligned. We are comforting our lower lumbar with a pillow. We are making sure that our muscles and everything is, and our posture is good while we are working. So this affects us as nail technicians because massages that you are going to provide are going to help stimulate muscle relaxation. So knowing where these muscles are attached helps you massage effectively without straining your own hand. If you've seen a video that I've done previously, or if you're watching this and you were a student of mine, I always say you want to lean into your massages because you can also cause pain on yourself and you can also cause pain on your customers. So you want to make sure that you are doing it the proper way. And making sure that you're not overusing your muscles as a nail technician from the repetitiveness of the things that we do every single day. The sitting, the filing, the polishing. These are all muscle movements that we do every single day. So knowing how these muscles are worked can help you stretch and recover properly. The next one we're going to talk about is the nervous system. So this is the control center. This is our brain, spinal cord, and our nerves. And these nerves carry signals of pain, touch, and temperature. So this can affect us as nail technicians because sometimes you'll notice that your client may fidge or feel ticklish, especially if you're doing a pedicure. And this is caused because these nerves are being stimulated. If you are into pedicures and you've ever learned about reflexology, there is a whole study of reflexology where underneath the bottom of the foot, you can actually pinpoint certain areas of the foot that's going to connect with your inner system and the inner body and certain organs. And it is, you can look into it on your own time. It's just basically a really old but effective way that you can kind of heal yourself and your body from within just from touch from these nerves that we are stimulating. Then we have neuropathy, which is common in diabetics. And this means that basically these clients might not feel pain. So we want to be extra cautious to avoid any type of injury with these type of clients. Maybe asking ahead of time if you have a survey or something or a client consultation form that they're filling out, knowing the difference in diabetics and the things that can go on with that, you would know, okay, because this person is diabetic, they might experience this, so let me just be a little bit careful with my touch. And super important that when you are massaging, stimulating the nerves can bring relaxation, but it can also cause pressure and trigger discomfort. So there is that fine line of massage therapist and a nail technician and knowing what we can and cannot do. That is very important when you are massaging, because you could seriously hurt somebody if you don't know what you're doing. Now we have the circulatory system. So this is going to include the heart, blood, and blood vessels. The system carries oxygen and nutrients throughout our body. One way that this affects us as nail technicians, again, a lot of this has to do with massage and touch, guys. So just notice the theme and the vibe of this video is that our massage is going to improve circulation, which is going to help clients relax and recover. And if you didn't know, nail growth depends on healthy blood flow to the nail matrix. So remember last time we spoke about the matrix of the nail unit, and this is crucial to any type of growth or anything that happens to this matrix can affect how the nail grows out going forward. So that could actually be a large part. If a client's having issues with their nails or their nails aren't growing, that matrix could be damaged, but it could be because of the blood flow within their body. Red flags that you could be looking out for with people is blue and purple nails, if they are always cold, hands and feet, if you notice any type of swelling. These may point to circulation issues and need to know when to stop and when to refer them for medical consultation. Then we have our respiratory system. So this is going to include our lungs and our airways. This brings oxygen in and releases carbon dioxide. So how does this affect us as nail technicians? Ventilation in the salon is crucial. Dust, chemical vapors, all of these things cause a lot of damage and long-term damage to our lungs. So make sure that you are having the right mask. You're always wearing your mask, your dust collectors, your proper table setup. All of these things are going to help protect our respiratory health. And not only for you, but for your clients. I have several clients that when they come in, they ask me for a mask. I always give clients a mask, or and sometimes depending on what I'm doing, maybe the smell of monomer is a bit strong in that moment, and I'll say, this is strong, you want a mask? Because I know I'm wearing a mask, but they're not wearing a mask. So if you are watching this video and maybe you don't do nails, you just get your nails done, you should actually be wearing a mask as well, especially if you're walking into a nail salon and they don't have the greatest ventilation system. There's nothing wrong with asking your technician to borrow a mask so you can protect yourself as well. And guys, if you are the technician watching this, educate your clients on their respiratory system as well. Talk to them about if they're okay with the smell. Is it bothering them? Is the dust particles in their way? If you notice them coughing, wheezing, don't just offer them water. Give them a mask. Next, we have the digestive system. So this system is the system that breaks down food for energy and nutrients. And how does this affect us as nail technicians? You'll be very interested to know that you can tell so much about a person's health and their digestive system through their nails. So how does nutritional deficiency show up in nails? One, lack of iron is going to be those spoon-shaped nails. I showed you a picture of this in the last video as well. Lack of protein is going to be weak and brittle nails. And poor hydration is going to be peeling nails. So people think I'm going to throw cuticle oil on my nails and that's going to make them more not dry. And you see online they posting pictures talking about the nails separating from underneath, and that means that you need to be using cuticle oil. Yeah, but if you are a dehydrated person, if your body is dying and needs hydration, cuticle oil ain't going to cut it. Sometimes it's what the person is doing. So making sure they're saying that my nails keep separating, they're peeling and all these things. Why is this happening? Yes, you should be using cuticle oil, but do you drink enough water? How is your digestive system playing a large part into your nail health? And again, remember, we are not diagnosing anybody because that is out of our scope of practice as a nail technician. We are just making educational advice and educating our customers and letting them know what they could be doing to improve their nail health. Next, we have the endocrine system. So this is the system that controls your hormones and metabolism. So your glands like your thyroid, your pancreas, all influence nail growth and skin health. If you have a client that's pregnant, in menopause, that has some type of thyroid issues, these all can change your nail and skin conditions. And also stress hormones can also affect oil production, which even can show up in how a client is relaxed or not relaxed and feels during a service with you. So having the hormonal imbalance and dealing with clients that are irritable because she might be pregnant, because she might be menopausal, because she might be having some other issues going on medically. Don't be so quick to have an attitude with people. This goes into our kind of consultation, our customer service when it comes to clients. Not everything is based on service, but some stuff is just based on how we approach situations. You never know what somebody is going through internally, and we don't want to be so quick to be dismissive or say she was stank today, she had an attitude, she was this. She was probably burning hot. If she's in her 40s, she's burning hot, she's menopausal, she's hormonal, she's crazy. And that's just on top of being a woman and emotional. So sometimes we want to take these things into consideration as well. And lastly, we have the immune and lymphatic system. This protects our body from infection and diseases. The lymphatic system is going to remove waste and all toxins. So this is going to affect us in the nail industry and as nail technicians, because we never want to service someone that has a contagious infection. We have to make sure that we are protecting ourselves and them as well. Super important that if you notice a lot of swelling, not just, take a look at your environment, because sometimes some people swell in the summertime, but if you notice swelling a lot in the hands or the feet, know when we need to not do that massage because something else might be going on in that lymphatic system. We have to avoid massaging them if they seem to be overly swollen. And always remember that cleanliness and sanitation is going to be super important, so we are protecting our immune system. So there's a couple things that I just wanted to throw in at the end of this video when we are dealing with anatomy and physiology of the body. Understanding body mechanics, understanding the anatomy of the human body is not just going to be for you, but it's also about protecting your clients as well. And knowing when we should proceed or stop doing a service. And we also need to be recognizing any conditions that mean that I should stop or modify a service. Things like skin infections, open sores, any type of severe swelling, like I mentioned before. These are all things that we need to not necessarily stop, but learning when to just modify. If, again, I said somebody is very swollen, I don't have to cut out the massage in general. I can just do a lighter touch and shorten it. And professional image. This is so important to understand how the human body works, so you're educating yourself and you sound professional. If a client is coming to you and you can just repeat information back to them that's going to help them. Again, if somebody has peeling nails and they're weak or they're brittle, explaining to them that this might be because your digestive system. What are you eating? What is your water intake? What's going on with you? Do you have thyroid issues? Again, being that fine line of not diagnosing anybody, but just giving them the information so they can go out, seek the professional help that they need from a true professional. But this stuff is invaluable as a nail technician to your clients. And if I could give any takeaways in this video, just remember that anatomy and physiology isn't extra information. This is not just something you need to know for school or need to know to pass an exam. This is the foundation of your nail career. Every system of the body connects to the work that we do. And the better you understand and know the body, the better you can protect your clients, yourself, and your career. If you found today's video that we dived deep into anatomy and physiology helpful in your own knowledge for your career, please make sure that you like this video. And if you are not subscribed, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to download your takeaway from today's Nail Academy video. It is in the description box below. And make sure that you tune in next week where I'm going to be covering another foundational skill that's going to help sharpen your skills. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.